Guys, Trevor has a beautiful bouquet of wedges. Why do you have those?
A bouquet of wedges.
Yeah, look at how pretty.
Well, we have had a lot of new wedges come out, and it's time for a new top 5 review. Top 5 wedges coming your way. Let's roll, baby.
Guys, don't forget, if you're in the Denver metro area or you're in the market for new wedges, Embers Golf is a full standalone golf shop. You can look at stuff on our website that's being built right now. It's a slow process, so be patient with us. You can call, email, or text us if you want to get something on order. All of that stuff is here and around us. But let's get into our top 5 wedges, because wedges is a pretty convoluted category. There's a lot of brands, a lot of different styles, different options. Talk to me, Trev.
Well, and what's unique at Embers is you're going to find 3 products that you're not going to find at big box.
Okay.
And you can only find all 3 of these at the same time at Embers Golf.
Yes.
And that's going to be PXG Sugar Daddies. That's going to be Miura wedges and Bettinardi wedges.
Yeah.
So we got the full gambit here.
Bouquet, you could say.
Bouquet, you could say. Oh, we're missing the Vokey.
I'll go get it.
Go get the, what are you doing? This is like the most popular wedge.
I know.
And the Ping. Forgot a few.
Okay, we got the new S159 by Ping and the SM10 by Vokey. This is probably one of the most popular wedges in the game right now.
Yeah,
the Vokey
but
wedges.
should mid-hand, what's the best one for mid-handicappers? The Wilson staff. All right, let's start hitting them and just start, we gotta start eliminating. We gotta narrow it down to 5. Normally we don't have this many to hit, but we got to narrow it down to top 5. If you're a mid-handicapper, who makes the best wedges in the game? Only one way to find out.
Got to hit them.
All right, what do we want to start with?
Start right and work your way in. Oh my God.
Okay. So first wedge, the Wilson forged staff model. Sleeper. This is a sleeper wedge. Now they have the hosel hollowed out and sort of infilled here.
Okay.
So
that's starting to get more popular too.
Starting to get more
Technology
popular.
in the hosel.
Now, I think the biggest mistake when it comes to fitting is so many guys come in here and they're like, let's set it to 75 yards. Or you want to set it to a hole? Should we go
I don't know. We have some 58s, mostly 60s, so.
So guys get fitted and they're like, oh, I love my 60. I don't need a new one. Why? This is like,
next to putter, it's got to be one of the most hit.
it's the most used club in the bag.
Yeah.
It's probably the club you need to get fitted for and replace the most often.
And the club that the grooves are one of the most important.
Yeah.
It's the #1 hit club. It's the club you grab first to warm up with.
And
it's the club you chip around with to warm up with.
After how many strikes do your grooves start losing spin?
400. What happens if you don't hit the groove at all?
Like that?
Yeah. That you can save your grooves with when you're warming up.
Yeah, a little warm up. And so once you start losing spin, time to replace it. And let's be honest, your green in regulation is probably, if you're an amateur, between 18 and 25%.
Yeah.
So 75% of the time you're having to chip.
Yep.
Little toey. Let's see how it grabs. Pretty grabby. It definitely feels soft. I think with that infill in the hosel, it's going to give you a softer, a little more, bit more forgiving feel.
Yeah.
I think as an amateur, to be honest, I don't think as amateurs we're as picky with our wedges as obviously some of the tour guys are or the low handicap guys. So if you're not really going to be able to tell a huge difference between these brands, what should you be looking at to pick out a wedge?
I think grind is important. Feel is really important.
Aesthetics.
Aesthetic look, you need to feel confident over your wedge, because a wedge is the club that people decelerate with the most, duff, blade, all of that. So you need to feel confident and be able to finish through it. That was a 75-yard soft swing, and I got almost 9,000 spin.
Talk to me about the way do you like the way it feels?
Yeah, it does. It's really soft.
It grabs.
Nothing to go home with. No, I'm not going nuts over this guy.
Okay, let's move on to the Bettinardi. So Bettinardi, they have a high toe shape, but they don't have high toe grooves all the way. It goes out pretty far, but it's almost like more of a high toe shape. Looks like milled on the back. High level of craftsmanship here. And this would be a wedge if you want something just a little bit outside the norm, right?
Yeah. You like that higher quality. You're okay with the higher price point because you're getting what you pay for.
Man, it has a thick top line though.
And that name, Bettinardi, you're paying for that name.
This is my first time I've hit it.
Bettinardi makes very high quality product.
Thick top line. Feels good.
Sounded soft, a nice soft thud.
Yeah. It's definitely a totally different look standing over the top of it.
Yeah.
And you have to like the look. Feels really soft. I like the way it feels a lot. Definitely thicker. I don't know if I'm mad at it though. Are you mad about it?
No.
What do you think? Soft?
Not bad. That one was pretty soft. Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Okay. Well, let's move on to the Callaway Opus. This puppy's brand new. Someone's been hitting it in here. See some golf ball skin on there. When these babies are fresh, they will really grab and chew up a golf ball.
Yeah.
This is in the black finish. I think the Opus is one of the cleanest looking wedges Callaway's made. One of the more aesthetically attractive.
It's honestly one of my favorites this year, aesthetic-wise, that I've seen. I am a sucker for black wedges, though.
That was a little heavy.
Love black wedges. Heavy, but you like the result.
You know, wedges are just, there's so much overlap. I'm just looking for something that gives me, that separates it in a little bit of a way. Like a little bit, I don't know if I'm looking for a little bit better feel or a little bit better overall look, but I need something to jump off the page to me as an amateur because they all start to blend together. Oh, a little scully.
I think that's pretty good, actually. You hear that? How clicky that is?
Yeah.
That's two well-struck wedges.
All right, let's move on to the Platinum. So this is the Opus Platinum. It does have tungsten weighting on the top line here. Now this is going to help promote a more penetrating, lower launching ball flight. So especially if you sky your wedges, this might be something good to look at. And it does have the blacked out dynamic gold, 115 gram tour issue shaft wedge.
And one of the pros of having a lower launching ball flight is you leave less variables to where you're playing.
And so this might be
humidity, that could be wind, that could be different things that you battle when you get the ball too high. So this is going to promote that lower ball flight that's going to hold the green, stick the green, and take out some of those variables. And
this might be something that kind of jumps off the page to me a little bit here. It's obviously more pricey, but oh, it feels great. A little screamer in there and grab. Just a little nippy. Oh, caught that thin. Am I gonna get away with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I like it. I think it's the shaft too.
Yeah. So this is a
Held
club.
the green there.
This is a club that I'm not super excited about because I already have such a low launching wedge.
And this is where individuality comes into play.
Yeah.
Just because we rank in the top 10, it might not fit for you.
Yeah.
But I got my eye on the Opus Platinum right now. It's catching my attention.
That one felt super good.
Feels good, huh?
Yeah.
It definitely feels better than the regular Opus.
Oh yeah, that for sure. I agree with that. 9,000 spin on a little nippy 75 yarder. That's gonna stick. Deep.
Grab.
Still good spinning.
Okay, can I jump the gun a little bit?
You want to skip out of order?
No, I want to just eliminate the regular Opus.
Sure.
Can we just, because the Platinum is a lot better, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
You're going to spend more, but
I'll take it.
let's get the original Opus out of here. Not original, but the regular Opus out of here. We just have the traditional Miura, the non-knuckle model. This is just their traditional wedge. Again, like Bettinardi, if you want something a little bit different,
Or you need to match your
handcrafted,
irons.
very, very tight tolerances. Oh, I'll be honest, that felt good.
You're going after the process that Miura stands behind.
It's soft.
It is a higher quality wedge, I would say, for sure.
Same thing, it's going to be overpriced.
Miura forging, though.
I shouldn't say, yeah, Japanese forgery.
Yeah. If you know Miura, you know their process is better. Just plain and simple. They go out and they produce.
I'll be
excellence.
honest, I like it.
I can't imagine why you wouldn't.
I like it. Definitely one of the softer feeling wedges so far.
Ooh, it is very soft.
Isn't it soft?
Yeah. Now, if it's also like Miura, there's not a ton of technology at play here. It's just a really, really
well-made wedge.
Well-made forged wedge.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you gonna say about that? Let me try a little low-flighted one.
There you go.
Yeah, that feels fantastic.
All right, let's move on to the Mizuno.
Real quick,
Now,
the other thing I think with Miura that you're gaining is controllability. Because it's lacking some of that technology the other ones are offering, you can make this do whatever you want it to do, good or bad.
for the better skilled players, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, T24 wedge. Now they have a layer of copper in here, kind of like their Pro Series. It's going to give it it's supposed to give it a nice soft feel. Let's see if we can feel it. As amateur, is this only something better players can notice, or can the average golfer like you and I feel this? Let's see. Oh, that's a toe shot. Grab though. I got to practice 100 yards and in, I think, Tate.
75 yards is a number everybody needs to have in their bag. There's nothing like hitting a great drive, being 75 yards in, and then not knowing what to hit on that number. That would help a lot of amateurs out.
It doesn't really feel, it's not jumping off the page at me.
Okay.
For me, I mean, it's solid.
I love the color.
I don't know if I can really.
I love this color.
Okay, so aesthetics would be a good reason to buy this one.
Oh yeah.
Because we know it's going to perform.
A lot of guys that are
really
already
good.
Mizuno guys too,
Yeah.
they want Mizuno wedges.
If you're a Mizuno guy, I have no problem you carrying through with their wedges, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
No.
And honestly, like all these guys make really good products.
Yeah.
There isn't a bad wedge in the bunch.
It's not as spinny as some of the other guys.
Okay, so not as spinny. That's some good
Like
feedback.
my data's not the same. Let's see if I can get up to 9,000 like the other guys. No, 70, 77, 72.
Okay, ping. Very clean looking wedge.
Ping is not another one that's not like,
They're not notorious for their wedges.
if you're a Ping guy, you might want Ping wedges, but people aren't going out that are TaylorMade guys or Callaway guys and playing Ping wedges. Usually Ping guys play Ping wedges.
Yep. That one's not bad. Same thing, it's not jumping off the page at me.
Yeah, that feels pretty soft.
Feels good?
How's the spin?
Let's see.
8,200, still not as good as some of the others, but not bad.
There you go. All right, so solid for you. Again, this is, I think, I'm kind of running into a little product confusion myself as a mid-amateur, mid-handicapper, 14 handicap. I'm like, man, they're kind of blending together on me a little bit. All right, time for the MG4 TaylorMade. Milled on the grind, so everyone is identical.
Yep.
You're not gonna have differences in manufacturing. And then this is like sandpaper.
Yes, it'll eat up a ball.
Yeah, watch the spin on this. I bet you this is the spinniest wedge of the bunch. Let's see. I've been spinning them pretty low today. Yeah, I've been about 5,700.
Yeah.
Let's see, let me get one more. Try to get real nippy with it. That one's real fat. That's not gonna spin. You give it a go.
It does eat up a golf ball though.
I've played a few rounds with it. I've dabbled with that this season. I do really like it. I hit them really well. When I try to open the face on it, it feels like it sits a little too upright. Try opening the face, see if you see what I mean. Like, I feel like you can't open it enough.
Yeah.
Or no?
No, I think so.
There's something weird about the lie angle or something.
Yeah.
How much did that one spin? Yeah,
9,000.
90, yeah. That's high spin. A little fat.
A little bit. Still not a bad strike though.
So the MG4 is really solid. I already know that one's going to be in contention.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yes. Has to be.
All right, Sugar Daddy. The entire club is milled. Again, one of the most expensive wedges on the market. And we do have adjustable weighting. I also think one of the most attractive wedges on the market.
Yeah. Attractive level.
There we go. That one's going to be good. It's just got to grab. Felt good.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Oh yeah, feels good, huh?
Yeah, feels really good.
Has one of the best feeling wedges of the bunch. All right, RTX6 Cleveland. Cleveland spends more money in R&D than all other wedge companies combined, is their claim.
Yep.
Milled face on the side, not full face grooves. We have Zipcore technology. Basically, this hosel is hollowed out and filled with a lighter weight material. Helps move the center of gravity and gives you a softer overall feel. Also has HydroZip technology, where it's gonna still spin in wet conditions.
Yeah, and fact check us in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure Cleveland and Ping are the only two that use that coating technology. They're two different technologies.
TaylorMade says they will too, but
fact check it. Let us know if there's any other brands that you guys know of. All right, that's a tried and true wedge. Tell me what you just felt.
I've played it. I've played a whole season
Great
with
wedge.
it. One of the best feeling wedges. There's no doubt this is staying in the top 5.
Yes.
This thing is just packed with technology,
Yep.
but it's still going to give you like a full player's feel and look. That's just all toe. So bad.
All right, this is a wedge like Trevor I'm very comfortable with. I know it well.
Great wedge.
Yeah, it is.
You get a lot of benefits.
You do.
And it's good looking. All right, let's go on to the Vokey. Now, Vokey is probably the #1 wedge on what?
On tour.
On tour, not in golf, but on tour. So historically, Vokeys are known for being for better players. They probably offer the most amount of grind and bounce options too, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to get fitted for bounce and grind, when we're talking about bounce, we're talking about the way the club's going to interact with the turf and literally bounce off the turf.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of bounce options and grind options, the way this sole is grounded or grinded.
Ground.
Groundies.
Yes. Great game.
There's a lot of choices here, and that's just going to be up to the type of golf you play in your local area.
Yeah.
That's really going to dictate
Climate,
and your swing.
Swing path.
So let's just see, as an amateur, if we're going to get any benefit or gain from a Vokey wedge. There we go. That's a good one.
Nice.
Solid. Real solid, but again, like the Vokey on an amateur level, for me, it's just kind of blending in a little bit with some of the other wedges out there. Outside of bounce and grind options. Very, very clean looking wedge though.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think?
Yeah, it feels
Is it
good.
setting itself apart at all?
No, I mean, it felt great. Decent spin, 7,700.
We gotta start making some eliminations now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had 11. We already eliminated the Callaway Opus.
But because we have the Opus Platinum.
Because we have the Opus Platinum. So we gotta eliminate 5 even before we get to our top 5.
Okay. Okay, the first wedge that I am going to eliminate is a great wedge. It's a fine wedge if you're playing it. But the one that I'm gonna eliminate, because unless I'm playing a full bag of this club, I'm not going out and even demoing this club, honestly. And I'm gonna eliminate the Ping.
Ping.
Yeah.
They make a lot of great products. I don't think they're known specifically for their wedge game.
No. If you have a guy that's got Titleist irons, he's not gonna go out and buy Ping wedges or TaylorMade or Callaway. Strixon even. Like, those guys aren't gonna go out and seek out a Ping wedge.
Okay.
You're playing Ping because you're a
I'm
Ping
not
guy.
mad at that choice.
Not that it's a bad wedge at all.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be most of these first few eliminations.
This is going to get tough real quick.
Yeah.
Real tough. Next, I'm going to go get rid of the Mizuno T24.
Yeah.
I think they make some of the best, if not the best irons in all of golf. Their wedges are really solid. I just think there's a few better ones out there, and it's top 5. As much as we love Mizuno, it can't.
But same thing. Which guys are playing Mizuno wedges?
Mizuno staffers.
Or Mizuno guys, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do the same exact thing with the same exact logic with Bettinardi, I think.
Yeah, but that's tough because it is a handcrafted specialty club, so it may actually be a better wedge, but I think some of the mainstream guys are doing a little bit more technology-wise.
Yeah.
Can't find it now?
No, I have it.
Yeah, right there. I did like the way I want to.
It feels fantastic. It looks fantastic. You're buying Bettinardi because you like that premium, handcrafted material.
I don't know if I love the top line.
I don't mind it. I like the honeycomb. You're getting, you know, if you're a Bettinardi putter guy and you love it, you're going to love the Wedge.
Looking.
You would love the Wedge. It's a fantastic wedge.
I think there's just a little bit better technology in some of these other ones.
Yeah, for mid-handicappers.
Okay. I'm going to eliminate the same thing, really high crafted, high quality, but I'm going to eliminate Miura.
High priced.
And the only reason is, as expensive as this is, I think there's a one that's at the same price point that's a better wedge, and that's the Sugar Daddy. So for that reason, if we're keeping an expensive wedge in the top 5, well, I'm speaking too soon. I'm gonna keep the Sugar Daddy in over the Miura if I have an expensive model.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
what about you?
My turn. The last one to eliminate, the last one to eliminate is not any worse, I don't think, than the others. It just is another one. Their irons have made such a phenomenal comeback this season, but the Wilson staff.
Take out?
The Wilson staff just doesn't scream at me for their wedges.
But it is sharp looking.
And it does have the infill. They're getting the technology. If you've got Wilson irons, you probably got Wilson wedges.
Yep.
But again, if you're a Strixon TaylorMade Callaway guy, you're not going out and seeking out this wedge.
I'm not mad at that choice.
And then there were 5.
So our top 5 is going to be Vokey, Cleveland RTX6,
Yep.
TaylorMade MG4, Sugar Daddy 3, and the Callaway Opus Platinum.
That's right. This can be hard to narrow this down.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn. Got to tell me what number 5 is.
I don't want this on my conscience. I'm going to eliminate, this is going to get controversial.
You're not eliminating. You're just now we're ranking.
This is number 5. And the only reason I think it's number 5 is the other 4 have a little bit better technology that can help a mid-handicapper. And that's Vokey. I do think this might be number 1 for a scratch golfer.
Oh, yeah.
But not for a mid-handicapper.
No. If you're struggling with ball striking and you're a mid-handicapper, it's not going to help you gain strokes, I don't think. But it's
an argument that
looking.
it's my favorite looking.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And feeling, it's very soft, but no, we're ranking now.
Okay, so this is number 5.
Put it closest to you. Yeah.
Vokey coming in at number 5.
The SM10. Fantastic wedge, phenomenal wedge,
Okay,
no doubt
4.
about that. Number 4 for me, I'm gonna go with TaylorMade.
Oh, see, we're totally opposite here.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you gonna do?
Well, I don't want to tell you which one, but I'm not eliminating the TaylorMade yet.
I'm not eliminating, I'm just putting it at number 4.
Oh, you're right. Why? Why do you like
I love the TaylorMade. I love the milled sole, all the options for the bounce.
It's one of my favorite looking ones.
You get a ton of spin off the face of this club. For me, it tears balls up too fast.
Okay. Before you eliminate it or rank it number 4, let me just see if I agree with you.
Okay.
Oh, that's so good.
That was a good shot.
So good.
Now you can veto this. You still have a veto to use. But that means you have to make the choice of what's number 4. And you have to do number 3 still. You can put it back in the game, but then it's your call, your choice.
I'm going to put it back.
Okay. The hard thing is I don't mind where you put this. It's just which one goes to which one is worse than it.
The only reason I would rank this mine number 4 is I'm going to go Sugar Daddy 3.
Really?
I actually like the Sugar Daddy 3 better, I would say.
Than the TaylorMade? Price point?
Not even what I was going to put number 4. But the only reason I'm going to rank this higher,
Wow.
I'm going to rank this as number 4 instead of number 3, is it's, even than the Callaway Platinum, it's an extra $80, $90 from the Callaway Platinum.
Yeah. I could see that.
And I just don't think you're getting an extra $80, $90 worth of performance for a mid-handicapper.
Yeah.
Or no?
No, I agree. The other thing is that same argument we've already used this whole time is extremely true for PXG. If you're not a PXG guy, you're not playing PXG wedges.
I don't know. The Sugar Daddy wedges are, I think, some of the best things they make.
Oh, I agree. I agree it's one of the best things. But if you're not a PXG guy, are you even demoing PXG wedges?
I just think the other 3 give you better value.
I agree.
You can buy 2 wedges. and with the price of one.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Not quite, but.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I would move this to number 4 just because it's not going to be in everyone's price point. It's just the
price point or their...
The value isn't, it's getting lower stars on the value. That's going to rank it to number 4.
Or the desire to hit PXG. There's some guys that just don't want to hit PXG.
Okay.
Still your
Are you
turn
okay
now.
with that?
Yeah, I love it. I know what my 1 and 2 are, so as long as that doesn't get messed up, you don't have to worry about me vetoing.
Well, my 1 and 2 were going to be...
Nope. You have to pick number 3.
I was going to do the Opus Platinum.
I agree with that.
I love the TaylorMade wedge.
Yeah.
But I think they're very close. Let me hit one more.
Wait, you were going to put the TaylorMade number 2?
Yeah. You don't like that? Or maybe I was going to put it number 1.
There's no way. Come on. Come on.
Let me try this shaft again. I mean, this is $40 more than a TaylorMade. You'd rank it higher for $40 more?
Not for me personally, but for the general mid-handicapper, they need that ball going lower.
There are a lot of mid-handicappers that skyball.
They don't play their 60 because they cannot get any yardage out of it because it goes straight in the air. So for that reason, the technology is a huge benefit for me.
Okay.
Not for me personally, but for me in this category.
Okay. Okay, so let's do TaylorMade number 3 then.
Okay. That, I'm okay with that.
Great wedge.
Fantastic wedge.
Great wedge.
That's why it's in the top 5.
I think it's the best wedge they've made to date.
Yeah, that's why it's in top 5.
So are you going Opus number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so are we both in agreement that Cleveland still makes the best wedge in golf?
Value, technology, feel, performance, looks.
R&D.
All the categories, this is the highest.
Let me hit one more.
In conjunction. It's the best priced. They have all the color options that you would want as far as raw, black, chrome. They have the technology, i.e. the Zipcore in the hosel and the Hydro Zip for the extra spin. And feel-wise, it feels second to none.
I would agree with that. It definitely has a better feel, especially on your miss hits.
Yeah. And there are so many guys in golf that are not Cleveland Strixon guys that play Cleveland wedges for a reason. Cleveland has been the #1 wedge for a lot of years. I don't know if they currently are, but they have been a wedge team for a long time.
They're a #1 wedge in golf, not on tour.
Yeah.
#1 wedge in golf.
Yeah.
So there's our top 5. Vokey number 5, Sugar Daddy number 4, TaylorMade MG4 number 3, Callaway Opus Platinum. I think there's an argument you could go 2A, 2B here.
Sure.
These two are neck and neck. And RTX 6.
And I really appreciate your breakdown of the PXG, because once you explain that to me, I'm in agreement with you on number 4.
If these were the same price, PXG probably would be my second wedge.
Yeah. Yep.
If it cost the same price as these two.
Yeah.
I'd probably rank PXG number 2.
Yep.
Let's just say if I was building a bag, the 2 wedges I would be deciding from would be the RTX 6 and the Sugar Daddies.
Yeah.
We tinker in here every day, and sometimes I'm like, maybe I should put in a Sugar Daddy. But we can game any wedges we want, and we both play Cleveland wedges. See you guys next time.